Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's up, guys? It's Sam of the Portuguese Mofo here, and let's get into Game 4 here of the Sakura Championship. Close this out, analyze it, try to see if we can understand some of the things that happened, and then put it behind us and move on. Although it is behind me in reality, but this is still a good way to study, right? And this is all 4 battles. It gives me a chance to just go through and assess what was going on. Now, I do know at this stage, a lot of it was desperation, and even so, we got set up opposite again, but actually, they set up to swap sides, right? And this is like one of those things, like, Bisha, he only played, hurting my ranged units. That was the only retainer that he played that was like a debuff against me, right? And I wasn't even bringing, and actually I think it was just my bows. Excuse me, I shouldn't just say ranged, but my bows specifically. They're really good players, right? And they were able to flip and, right, flip sides and win the fight, right? So, again, like, we got work to do, right? These are good players, and we'll see what unfolds here, right? But let's first take a look at the armies. Let's take a look at theirs first, right? They're pretty bunched up here. So Bisha here, let's just try to pick out all his melee cav. So based off of this, I'm seeing 3. We got the fire cav, Yari cav, and then his bodyguard. Yeah. Nope, there's the other one. And light cav. Okay, then he's got his Thunderbus in there. Alright, his general is the leadership gen. Okay, with melee stats increased. So for his range, he's got Taikyus, he's got Bow Warrior Monk. So 2 very strong ranged units, right? No XP on them. The Taikyus are rank 5. Yeah, let's take a look at the cavalry. Let's take a little closer look, right? Even at the ranks, this is something I need to be better at myself, right? So this Yari Cav is rank 6, so very strong Yari Cav, right? Fire Cav is also rank 6, so very, very, very strong Cav. And then his bodyguard, right? So, and again, right, rank 0 Bow Warrior Monks, rank 5 Daikyus. Let's look to his guns. So he's got rank 5 Matchlock Ashigaru, all of them, right, with the increased range, which is the correct route to go, I imagine, in every regard. Now, the Warrior Monks, of course. For some reason, I thought they were all Ashigaru, but rank 5 Matchlock Warrior Monks as well. And then from there, let's take a look at his infantry. First, we'll look at his Yaris here. He's got one at rank 0, 2. So, excuse me, so only 1 Yari Ashigaru. Am I seeing that right? I am. Yep. So 1 Yari Ashigaru rank 0. Then he's got 2 Naganet attendants rank 0. He's got a long Yari Ashigaru rank 0. Okay, and then he's got 3 rank 9 Bonsai Longsword Ashigaru, right? Pretty standard. The Longsword Ashigaru rank 9 with Bonsai are very, very strong. I have none myself yet. I also don't have any rank 9 Hold Firm Yari Ashigaru yet. I do have one that's rank 9 that I can. One that I got to rank 9 and kind of didn't even realize what Hold Firm was, and didn't get it, so it is what it is. But yeah, right. You live, you learn, you move on. So now Giuliano here. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything there, right? So just a solid army, and if I recall correctly, like, he dices me up pretty good in this. We'll go to the live play too. So anyways, that's still all Bishamoten. So Giuliano, right? So Royal Marines, and then his 4 Black Bears. right? 1. He always has, actually this time he has 2 at rank 9, right? Um, the Royal Marines at rank 5. Okay, and then 2 rank 0 Black Bears. He's got a Yarikachi and a Spear Levy, and then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 Yari Ki. So interesting, right? He's got a rank 4, a rank 6, and then 2 rank 0s. He's got Imperial Guard Cav rank 2. He's got his general, of course, which is a leadership general. And yeah, I think that's it as far as what can be seen. Now to look to me in Prussian general. So what I have over here, okay, so I've got 2 Naginata warrior monks in the front. I actually may have not even been completely set to how I wanted here, right? Just seeing how I was. We'll get to deployment, but yeah, I don't even think I got completely set. Right, I got my Daikyu, sword attendants, Naginata attendants, and my general here in a group. Okay, my Yari Cav up front, Naginata warrior monks also up front. Okay, then I've got these groups of Yari Ashigaru. Okay, I've got rank 4 Matchlock Samurai. I've got a rank 6 Matchlock Ashigaru. Right, start to see some little small tendency differences, right, where like rank 6 maybe not the best to do with an Ashigaru, but just rank 5 Matchlock Samurai here, right? All followed behind with Yari Ashigaru, and then I've got 4 Nodachi. We've got a couple of rank 1s. Decided to use them from a money standpoint, if I recall correctly. But yeah, right. So nothing great. I really needed to be able to win this and get to the Dunderbuss. I think I was expecting Dunderbuss, but yeah, it's one of those things, like, I should have been expecting Dunderbuss at this point, right? It pretty much diced me up with it the whole time. So yeah, and then we got Prussian General. So Prussian General here, right? 4, right? I think rank 2 Yari Ki, all of them across the board. Actually, maybe one of them rank 1. Yeah, rank 1, rank 2. Yeah, so 3 rank 2s and then 1 rank 1. We've got a Spear Levy. We've got his general, who is a gun general, primarily. A little bit of morale there. Actually, that's probably just from the. Actually, maybe he did put it into his own. Yep. And then, anyways, he's got 4 Red Bears, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we got 4 Red Bears. We've got 2 Azure Dragon Force, or 3 Azure Dragon Force. We've got the United States Marines. We've got Armstrong guns as well. So decided to bring Armstrong guns for this one. I think, more than anything, it was like, let's do it for the show, maybe. And he didn't bring any gun cav either, right? And he did tell me this to give me the opportunity to bring gun cav. I really should have. The mounted gunners probably would have been a decent counter to the Dunderbuss, or just, right, gave me some sort of ace in the hole, but I still gotta work with my gun cav game. So anyways, obviously decided not to, right? So without further ado, let's let this unfold, right? So we've got the farmhouse here, we've got the sword dojo, we've got the shrine. Okay, so farmhouse in the middle, not too worried about. I want to get the dojo, the sword dojo, and obviously I want to get the shrine. So we're gonna move quick here, obviously, again, right? Dunderbuss, we should be ready for this. Right, we should both be ready for this, but so we're gonna see these movements here. Right, if I'm not mistaken, he ends up maneuvering all his cavalry here. He might push his Dunderbuss up right here to get a shot. Maybe not that fast though, obviously. I'm pretty sure there's always points, right? I get lost with some stuff. I think, does he get a free charge? I think I play pretty aggressive. Like, I just don't even want him to have any chance. I go for his Thunderbuss here. I'm trying to swap targets, but he cuts him off,
Incoming
right?
naval bombardment, sir!
Which is appropriate, okay. That Yari Cav is losing decisively, but just trying to get my Magneto Warrior Monks in there, right? I'm just trying to apply whatever pressure I can, but he's about to position the Thunderbuss perfectly, and they're just start smoking shots and killing some of his own, but he's going to be able to take out a lot of money here, right? My Cav's gone. They're out of the fight, just like that. So now I just got to try and push. Really, I should have had my Daikys in better position to shoot the Thunderbuss. I think I might have said that right even at the end of the battle. But yeah, right, so now starting to get some shots into my match like I should go. Okay, I'm just trying to push this right flank as hard as I can, right? This was kind of my plan. But because I didn't get set, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, maybe I got set. But I was far back, right? Like, this is all too late. I needed them to be up a lot quicker.
Damned lily-livered cowards!
I'm trying to push
Your
forward.
men are running, sir!
Right, they're way too far back. Right, now pressing here. Okay, moving up. And we get into these fights, right? He's targeting, looks to be those black bears, right? He's gonna get a charge in with his Yari key, just trying.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril,
He's
sir.
not gonna have a warrior monk about to go down. I think it was before I could even give them the chance, right? Like, they do need some time to get that chance to get that in. So at this point, right, I'm just like trying to get into him, but again, rushing too much, right? He hasn't even committed a plethora of his infantry in. And yeah, right, those Thunderbuss just getting shots even from that distance. You know, right, was able to just sit in there, and yeah, they're just gonna get melted. These Nodachis. Yeah. It's really not as bad as it could be, I guess. I decided to turn direction, I don't know why. I tried to just, yeah. I was trying to swing, thinking I could get them into it.
Damned lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir!
Missing some bonsais, I think, too. Actually not sure if I had one in there. I got their bonsai off from the looks of it. Right, now he's targeting my general. You know, I've got my Daikys, but I'm not even sure what they're targeting at this point, just those bow warrior monks. And actually routing units. That's great. That's great. But anyways, right. So, right, just kind of chasing things here. It's kind of the story right now. That's alright. Right, impression. Right, Armstrong guns. I don't know if they're. Yeah, and there comes in the bombardment on the Armstrong guns themselves. You know, but wanted to bring Armstrong guns, tried to do something a little different over there. For me, right, just really didn't bring the appropriate army. Nothing really to counter the Thunderbuss, and decided to go with less cav. Probably should go more, especially on a map like Rice Fields.
Damned lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir!
So, right? Yeah, just taking his time, really, right? I need to be able to get them up quicker, and I'm not, right? So they're not really moving at this point. But we'll see where my focus is, right, in the live record, and we'll see what's up. So he's gonna move his guns up here, so kind of watch this last little bit. Yeah, I actually start shooting at his general, that's right. Yeah, he ends up able to get him out of there, right? It's a good move. I remember seeing that and just being like, whoa.
Your men are routing, sir!
Right, Thunderbuss. I'll kind of get into him, but not much. He gets him in the spear wall. and walks them, right? So that is the standard, I think. Now I would be curious, I wonder if he clicks to walk or if he clicks attack. And what
Filthy cowards! Your allies are running!
I kind of do both, I guess. So, yeah. Anyways, right? So that's it. That's all she wrote. Good game to those guys. I imagine they're going to have two really tough opponents ahead of them. So, good luck to them as well. But we'll end it here. We'll obviously look at the unit stats again. Take a little look. Get into the live record. Give myself one more analysis. At least just try to see the actual mechanical function of my moves, regardless of the army setup or what actually we just like watch transpired, right? And again, not trying to be too hard on myself, I guess. But anyways, right? So, right, we brought the bigger armies for sure. Both of us in this case, and right was just Prussian was able to get a lot more kills than me in that one. I shouldn't say a lot more, right? But we kind of just got beat, right? We just got beat by two good players. So, anyways, so we got the Daikus at 148. Not really shooting at anything important. 156 from those Nodachis, but yeah, my matchlocks really didn't do well. 65 from the Ashigara though. So, right, nothing to write home about though. I guess 66 from the Naginata attendants. Russian General, 106 with those Armstrongs, 104 with those Red Bears, 318 with the U.S. Marines. So, good day for the U.S. Marines. They'll usually go out and shoot pretty well. The Matchlock Warrior Monks, 180 for Bishamunten. 244 for those Lone Swords, 217, 178 from the Fire Cab, 134 from that Yari Cab, 351 from the Dunderbuss. That hurts, right? And then 113 from the Yari Ashigaru, so, and the Giuliano, right? 282 from the Black Bears, 249 from those, 123, 143 from the Royal Marines, and then just pretty steady there. So yeah, let's I'll do this real quick. Let's just go to YouTube, let's pull it up, let's get it on. Alright, so let's see what happens here, because just based off that, I guess I must have just messed up my setup. Just taking a look at Prussian's army. Excuse me. Yeah, I should think about getting like a clicker. Fast forward, rewind. No, you can't do that in the replays on in the game itself, but in theory I should be able to do it with this, right? So getting set here, again, right, like I could definitely just be quicker here, but yeah, right, started the clock on us, and I'm not even sure if I noticed, right? It's funny how like you'll just not notice things sometimes. I don't know if anyone else is like that. I'm sure people are. Sometimes just your focus level, how engaged you are in something obviously helps. Yeah, I might not have even been. That must have been what happened. Like, obviously, I'm just slow here, right? I could just be so much. And part of that is like having, right, a system to go to. Like, alright, this is what I do. Like, set things up like this. But I guess I'm still figuring that out, you know. Obviously, right, the pretty standard stack of matchlock, sword, spear, in some capacity. Yep, obviously here, I'm kind of like, shit, but, and And I think I was hoping to like get a better angle rather than being like working up to the farmhouse, but it's one of those things, right? I just always have a tendency to want to push forward when I don't need to, and I need to be just better about that. And just remember, right, don't necessarily need to capture the dojo. Sometimes just about keeping them from getting it. But so here, right, trying to just track and screen the cav. I'm kind of hoping if I can just get into all of them, including the Dunderbuss. But if I really wanted to do that, I need to be more crafty with my Yari cav. Be more patient. Lead with the Maginatas, but so right, just a little too fast here. Right, so just not a good angle. It's like maybe if I got into wedge formation, weirdly, I don't know why, it's a random thought I just had in my head. You might be able to slip that gap. But yeah, now I'm just like, alright, I want to try and engage them because I do. To me, it almost looks like he's getting, but he's not actually. He's just lining up to and letting one of his spears go out. He's probably not even worried about them getting shot. It's actually, yeah, his cannon fodder, his rank 0 Yaris, right? So, again, right, the very specific reasons why you bring something. That's the unit that he was intending to put in the attack dojo, just as he does here, right? He sets up position. And really, like, I should know enough, played enough, seen enough that this is pretty standard, right? And then it's about making micro moves. A lot of times it's about winning the cav fight, especially professionally, but competitively, like, in these situations on a map like this, you gotta bring the cav to be able to win the cav fights. That's for sure. And Stupid Boy pointed that out, actually. Yeah, there was no real chance, and right, gotta have the cav to be able to win, in order to eventually win the position, right? Like, I'm about to win the attack dojo, but it doesn't matter too much here, right? Because just the range that he has, right? He has 2 bows, okay, he has Dunderbuss, right? His matchlocks, they'll exchange well enough, right? Because they'll actually exchange better, even. So, right, getting into some Yari walls, but I honestly haven't been paying too much to a lot of the mechanics, or just rambling, but that's alright. Right, trying to get some stuff off, but it's just so late at this point. Like, really, I should have maybe tried to get them into that Dunderbuss, but again, right, just kind of chasing a lost battle here. Sometimes I feel like, alright, try to give them something to do for the last little bit, you know, keep them occupied. Right? But yeah, so I'm gonna just decide to wait. They're still in bonsai. Like, they're not about to route yet. But I think I pop it. Nope. Decided not to with them yet. Do I get it with this middle group right here? I got that one just trying to chase the Dunderbuss, but yeah, and I know he's about to get shots. Like, there's the temptation, right, to click on those, yeah, I figured, yeah, so I did click there, right, but technically I'm still engaged with those Yaris, so I shouldn't be clicking through to try and get to those matchlocks. So, yeah, I try to move up just to see if I can't get to stand and fight closer. But yeah, he's just got his cav running around. He was able to send over a lone sword at Prussian, so there's like a moment, I think, where I'm kind of like, maybe I can push back. It's just like, no. Yeah, that's where I go to shoot the general. Just like, well, maybe. Like, there's no real chance, but it's just like, alright, maybe they can kill him. Pretty sure they were out here pretty soon, those Daikus. Yeah, they're only at 20 anyways. Alright, so I start shooting his general, but it's not gonna do for much. Those Thunderbusts, there they are, dicing up the last of those Yaris. And that's gonna be game, right? So, I know I already said it once in this episode, but good game to those guys. And they're gonna have tough opponents. So, but yeah, a lot to learn. And even just that, right? I think even just thinking back into this episode, just taking a little bit more note of the ranks of the units they're bringing, the types, why they're there, right? Like that rank 0 Yari Eshigaru, to sit there to be a meat shield and lose formation on the attack dojo, soak up some shots. Yeah, just right, good tactical play, good tactical decisions. Throw your men to the fire. Obviously just being silly there. But so if you come across this, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Yeah, until the next time, see everyone in the arena.